I have a very serious question to ask, and I honestly would love for you to tell me when was the last time you actually celebrated after an assignment or after when you've just finished a translation job or when you've just handed in your work for finished a module or done an exam? Did you actually take the time to celebrate? Because most of us, interpreters and translators, we skip that celebration beat. We just jump straight to the next module. We jump straight to the next booking, to the next exam, to the next transcription that we get to do, thinking that's the way it is. But you know what's happening? We're actually left feeling the emptiness of it because that moment wasn't actually anchored in. We didn't really feel into that moment. And I know this too well because I've done the same. I have like finished like when I remember when I was doing my evidence and stuff, the practical side had completed and it was done, and I really got great feedback from that. And I was like, huh, okay, I need to do the theory bit. I need to do this writing. I've got this many words to write. And like I just went straight into it without actually taking the time to like, man, I just had what, how many six or how many videos of like 10, 15, 20 minutes of me actually doing the thing and didn't anchor it in. I just rushed to the next thing, okay, and rushed to, okay, I get to do this now. This is what I have to do. And, but now I pause. Even micro win, I make sure that I'm celebrating it and it makes a difference. Hi, I am Nene and I am a speaker trainer coach. And I work with interpreters, translators, language pros, shy but capable individuals navigate those internal challenges that's holding them back so they can confidently step into the role. And when we're talking about celebration, it is what anchors in confidence. It's in those actions that our nervous system remembers that if we are that there is safety than stress. Because see it this way, you've just done a booking, right? And maybe something happened and you felt like you didn't your choice of lexicon wasn't great or whatever sign that was used wasn't adequate and you just kind of like went over like okay went on to the next one or just carried on even if the job was the worst one ever, celebrating the fact that you survived that booking is a celebration. Celebrating the fact that the outcome of the booking was achieved is a celebration. All those things were a celebration. The fact that you were that nervous, you didn't puke, is a celebration. Because because each time you do like, oh, I did it. Like, man, was that me? Look at the words I chose. Like, I sounded, my tonality was on point. Like, everything was just flowing. Because what that does, it builds the readiness for the next time you're in that booking. You're not going in that angst feeling. You're going in like, oh, this felt comfortable last time. We get to have this feeling again. And there are various types of celebration we can do. Even the quietest of celebration mid-sentence, so like, my goodness, I didn't freeze that time. Yes, to yourself. People don't even know you're celebrating. A pat on the back is a form of celebration. Yes, of like, smile to yourself is celebration. Jotting that one thing down. Even the big ones, acknowledging progress, not just the perfection, that you are, yes, okay, I'm I'm doing it. Celebrate it. Celebrate that fact. Having phrases that you can use in terms of celebration. I did that. Like, I belong here. We're on it. Momentum's happening. And the reason why, because it matters. Because without celebration, your brain was just going to replay the doubts that's there. Your brain is just not going to see it as flawed. And with celebration, we're training it to repeat the success. We're training that these are the type of things that we want to make happen for us. This is where we want our lens to focus on. This is what we get to do. Think of it this way. Athletes, like when they go do their thing, they don't just wait to that final medal to then go, yeah, celebrate. They celebrate every rep, every race. They like cheered, like, yes, we've done it. They're building that milestone. They're building the reps every time. They're like, yes, yes, yes. And what that is doing, it is just cementing, solidifying their growth. It's like this is it. Even the series, like every time I um finish a video, I go, yes. I go cheering, like, yes, one down, like whatever, let's go, next one. Like, ooh, that was good. You know, video, like some will be like on the road. I'm like, yeah, and some like, yes, okay, yes, I did it. Next time we make this better. This is how we're gonna do it. I celebrate. I always celebrate first. I always go with like a feeling to anchor in the momentum of doing these videos, the momentum of showing up, the momentum. Like every time I leave a booking, I have this thing like a framing anchor. I leave the job, and then as soon as I see sunlight, like I go through, even if it's pouring rain, I always look up and then just say thank you. We did that. That went well. That is my way to source to like for the just being celebrating the fact that I had the opportunity to just have an impact, I have the opportunity to just support in whatever capacity. That's my way of celebrating in a way. It's just like going in there and even like celebrating like people and things. But this one in particular is about ourselves, especially when we're in doing our thing. We're there going, 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 others. Now let's take that time to really celebrate ourselves. And the challenge that I really want you to focus on is the next time you're doing your job, you're booking your assignment, you're in the booth, you're on a stage, you're whatever it is, you're on front of your computer, like going in there, doing the thing. I want you to decide which way you're going to celebrate, no matter how small it is. That you had a mental block and then that was released, celebrate that fact. Let's start building that muscle of celebration so that next time we're in that scenario, next time we're in that flow, it comes easier. It flows for us. So my question is to you now is what would you be celebrating this week? Share it in the comment section below because I really want us to remember that what we celebrate, we elevate because celebration isn't fluff. It is the fuel that keeps us going. And when we take the time to start celebrating, you know from the previous video of Raz, we start seeing other opportunities and other things to celebrate about. We start having cues to celebrate. Like sometimes, like I always say, you know what? In this booking, I'm gonna like I want to celebrate three things by the end of this. And then when my mind starts looking at things to celebrate. Okay, I got a best spot, angled right for the client to see. The choice of words I use, my tonality, my expression, I crack them up during like think of like, okay, I want to have like three things, four things. Let's start with one, if that's the thing. What is that one thing you want to celebrate in your next job? And let's just elevate each other. I know that what we're doing is anchoring this new identity into us that becomes second nature, that we are just going with the flow, with the zeal, to know that it helps us get further faster in the things that we want. Till next time, remember awareness, which you just done now, plus the repetition, doing the work and getting those reps in creates that new identity for us. Till next time, bye for now.